And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize. We had a quick little technical difficulty. You can blame Verizon on that one. But we're back. And unfortunately for the Incredibles, they've lost Mahmood Chowdhury as well. So now the Incredibles down 3, and it's going to be Agram Sethi coming in. Another good delivery here from Sharad. You see Noman Beg is offering to bring food. Noman, I will never say no to food. None of our team will ever say no to food. And Agram tries to set that out towards square leg. Yes, it's a misfield. And Shale says, no, let me take strike next. So that will be the end of 9. It's the Incredibles at 61 for 3. Going to be Adil coming in for the United 11 to take his chances here this morning. And Shale, who's done very well. And again, it's a slip there from Adil. But nonetheless, no damage done. A very good delivery from Adil. Just did Shale survive. Luckily for him, he didn't get any bad on ball on that one because that was straight back to the keeper. And what a delivery from Adil. Good ball. It's 2 dot balls consecutive. United 11 trying to build that momentum. Having taken 3 wickets so far. It was Ali first, followed by DJ, and then Mahmood Chowdhury, a.k.a. Muda. Yeah, very nicely played by Shale. Sends it towards mid-on region, and fielder has to come in all the way from the deep to field that one. That'll be 2 runs. In between Agram and Shale, both very confident batsmen, both very, very good between the wickets. So you should be able to see some aggressive running coming here between the two. Places it out towards Gully. No run there. Looks like Shale may have switched his bat. That's what it looks like. And a loopy Fuller delivery goes hammered right back down, does Shale. Takes a single. It seems like the United 11's dugout's got a loud microphone out there, making sure they utilize it to pump their team up. Keep going. They'll very, very good over his final delivery here. Will they be late to Oh! Algrim dives back, just barely gets back, and some very indecisive running between the two batsmen, and it almost costs them another wicket. I think the fielder was a little shocked as to how far Algrim was and not really needed to have a rocket throw like that. He could have just easily just tried to aim it a little bit more and gone for accuracy, but nonetheless, at the end of 10s, halfway done through the first innings, it's the Incredibles at 64 for 3. There you see it. So he has so much time. Algrim's not even in the picture. Man. And that was nowhere close to the stumps. That, to me, in my opinion, this type of caliber of tournament and the caliber of play, that is definitely a missed opportunity for the United 11. That run out, that was a big possibility. Algrim was nowhere near in sight. He was justly about 35% down the track. All he had to do was aim and shoot, but that's okay. I'm sure they've got something up their sleeves, as it's going to be, let's see who's coming into bowl here. Nicely done. Oh, misfielded by Ravinder out towards Medhan. That will lead to a single. So it's going to be Umar, the spinner here. Oh, what a delivery. Had Algrim in knots. Looks like Umar is getting a lot of turn generation from that spin. Especially the way the sun's coming up now. Maybe United 11 continue to use a spinner from the other end as well. And they go for a single. Oh, point misfields again. Back-to-back misfields from the United 11. So a slight downfall here in just being able to grasp the ball on the first try. And if you're not careful, especially in T20, you're going to concede runs that way. Lofted delivery again, goes right back up. Still be a single off the bat of Shale. So Shale got out there since the opening time, still sitting out there. Looks like he's very comfortable. Seeing his hand-eye coordination is very, very strong, but more than that, you see his footwork is very good as well. Seeing him place him on the back foot. And this time, waited did Algrim. Algrim waited a long time, let that ball get into the zone, but maybe he waited a little bit too long, wasn't able to get his arms extended. But very good bowling here from Umar, conceding only 3 runs. Got the final delivery coming up. Shuffle down the track. Algrim gets it. Does he have enough? He does. That is a maximum. The second maximum for the Incredibles coming off the bat of Algrim Sethi. Goes just over long on, just out of the reach of the fielder. And at the end of 11, it's the Incredibles at 73 for 3. Take a look at this replay here, ladies and gentlemen. You see that shuffle down the track. Good level bat. Very good high finish from Ugrim. And that one makes it over the boundaries. Take a quick break. We'll be right back as over number 12 will start here in just a quick second. Adil will continue his spell, and what a shot from Shale. Does he get enough of it? There's a fielder. Oh, another misfield. Oh, no. United 11 giving runs away as gifts for the Live Incredibles. And wow. And wow, another misfield there. And I say the Incredibles are being gifted these runs because there's such misfielding coming on. Let's see if we can get that replay real quick. So Shale gets it out there. And there you see the misfield. And it runs past the boundary for a 4. And this one goes off the arm of Shale from it, what it seems like. Arm, yep, he's there you see it. He's shaking his wrist. I think it came off the glove. That can't feel good. Nonetheless, another run added. Ugrim gets it out towards deep backwards point. The fielder there, very good fielding this time, makes no mistake about it. Rifles that throw back. So Ugrim doing very well, sitting at 100 strike rate. 8 off of 8. Shale getting close to his 50. As you see his slightly open stance. And he goes out. There's a possible opportunity. No, nobody's out there. Nobody's at square leg. That will fall safely, and that'll be a single. So that one coming off the top end of the bat. See if we get a replay of that shot real quick. See if we get the impact from what it looked like here originally. Came off the top end. But that ball was up in the air for a little while. Here we go. And, yep, absolutely. Top end. Nowhere near the middle, and luckily for him, nothing there. And this one, it's flicked over fine leg, and there's an opportunity. Oh, and the fielder makes an amazing catch. He bobbled it. He bobbled it, but nonetheless, he kept his composure and sits right down. Sits right down. And what a catch for the United 11. A spectacular display of fielding and consciousness of where he was to the boundary. And that will be the end of Ugrim Seti. He must exit stage left. Goes for 8 off of 9. See if we can get a replay of that. That was a great, great catch. It was a bobble, but nonetheless, just to be able to keep the nerve and keep the composure and being the awareness of where it was. Good job to the United 11. One delivery left for Adil Zover. It's 80 for 4. So a fruitful over for Adil. Conceded one boundary, but a good catch. It's a rather easy catch, but the bobble made it a little bit more difficult. But good awareness from the fielder at deep fine leg. Just sat down, made sure he was underneath. He was inside the boundary. It's going to be Sohail Tanvir, the international cricket star from Pakistan. Plays in the PSL, of course, as well. So here comes Mr. Tanvir. Nicely driven out to the covers. No chance for Ravinder. He just stumbles. Does not make that play. Takes a quick single. So Sohail Tanvir immediately gets off of strike. And that will complete the over. At the end of 12, it's 81 for a loss of 4. It's going to be Sharath coming back in for the United 11. Looks like they're really trying to force the issue now, having gotten through the top of the order. We still have Shale out there, now playing with Sohail Tanvir. It's going to be Sohail taking his shot again. A very nice play here. Just gets it from the middle of the bat, defends it very well. Sohail Tanvir, well-renowned bowler. Shuffles down the track. He hits a massive shot, but I don't think he got enough of it. It goes straight up. There's a possible opportunity. Oh, just out of the reach of the fielder. Gets to about the 40 mark, and that will come back for 2. So a risk from Sohail Tanvir. Pays off, but a high risk for the Incredibles. You want this man staying there for as long as he can. And you see that it goes up. It goes up. But good running, never gave up on the play. And a good hustle from the United 11 fielders right in between long on. And that, unfortunately for them, does not lead to a wicket. So Tanvir just pulls it out towards leg. Goes towards fine leg, takes a single. That's very easy for him. So if you're the Incredibles players, you definitely see, and if you're the United 11, you know that anything going down leg, seems like the Incredibles are very comfortable with that and are just playing it where it's been bowled. So sticking to off stump, sticking to 4, stump number 4, might be in their best interest at this point in time. The way Shale is playing, if this is going to be anything short, expect him to take it deep towards square leg. You've got a square leg and a deep mid wicket in play. And that's exactly where he goes. And that will be a boundary. That will be a boundary. You can see the intent was there from Shale. He opens up his hips, rocks back, and anything short, you knew it was going there. And that will be a 4. Let's take a look at that quick replay. Absolutely, he went short. Just slightly, just missed that good length. And Shale too quick. Take a look at that stance. Rocks back. Again, just quick bat through the hitting zone. And it goes out towards deep square. 4 runs. A welcome boundary for the Incredibles. And nicely done by Shale. Just plays it. Wanted that run, but decides against it at the end. If you're Sharath, you've got one last delivery in this one. Where are you going to go? He's going to go again towards the leg side. Does Shale Do they push for 2? No, they'll take the 1 comfortably. And that will be the end of 13th over. Brings the score to 89 for 4. This will be the 3rd over for Adil. And Shale, who's doing so well, currently sitting at 46, just 4 away from his half century. United 11 changing up the field for him this time. Here, Adil, you want to keep it on the offside. That's where you're trying to keep this delivery. And it goes off the pads. Does he get just any bat on there? Does it get any bat on there? Yes, there's no sign for a leg by, so that'll be an additional run for Shale. Creeping up ever so slightly to that half-century mark.
Captain?
Delivery number 2. A fuller delivery, so he'll place a really nice drive out towards the covers. Very nicely done by Sohail Tanvir. And that will run back for 2 runs. Nicely done. Very nicely done, ladies and gentlemen. That's the technique from an international player that you see. Solid base. Get a quick replay of that. Want to see how he just sets himself up. See if he can do it maybe after this next delivery. We'll get that replay. Fuller delivery, and this one he hammers, does he? Absolutely, for a large maximum. 6 coming off that delivery, and what a stroke from Sohail Tanvir. There you go, see if we get that replay. There he goes, quick bat, quick hands, and comes off the middle of the bat. You could hear it, and there was no doubt about that one. What a swing. You see that finish. See if we can slow that down maybe one more time. I want to see that. We'll do it after this next delivery. Again, full toss. Ill-advised Yorker, attempted Yorker, shall we say, that just went too far, and that'll be hammered down the ground for a single. Here we go. Let's take a look at that replay. I want to freeze it at the point of impact, and right there, boom, look at that. Look at that launch angle, ladies and gentlemen. That's about as ideal as you want. Continue and pause. Rewind that 1 second. See where he finishes. And goes back, and right there. Go forward, rocket forward. Oh, there's a possible opportunity for oh, Shale. Oh, no. What did you do? Just edges it, goes straight back. The fielder makes no mistake. And for Shale, his innings come to an abrupt end. So close to that half century, so close. It was was doing so well, got a little aggressive, and unfortunately for him, it is time to exit stage left. He'll end with 47 off of 35. And unfortunately for the Live Incredibles, their opening batsman goes out right before their score gets to 100. So 99 for 5. We'll be back after a quick break. Here we go for, it's going to be Coit coming in. So for the Incredibles, you're down 5. You're just about 3/4 of the way done with your innings. You've got Sohail Tanvir still out there. And nicely done. A great fielding here. Great fielding. See who that was. We can get a name off that. But that will end over number 14. It's the Incredibles at 99 for 5. Looks like it's going to be Sikandar coming back. So he'll start his third over. His first delivery, Sohail just picks it up. What a flick of the wrist. Goes over. Actually, he hits the dugout of the United 11 for good measure. What a shot off the bat of Sohail Tanvir. Wow. Cracks up the middle of the bat. Just one fluid motion. We'll get a replay of that here. Take a look. Here comes Sikandar. And boom. Just absolutely smooth. Hits the back end of the United 11 just for good measure. Just reminds them who he is. And what a shot. Wow. And the beautiful part about that one was not a lot of power shown. Just use that timing. Here we go. See from the back end, you see the firm base. See the footwork coming out and boom. Just picks it up, deposits it again, and another drive out towards deep fine leg, and another 4. So that's back-to-back boundaries for Sohail Tanvir. Looks like he's seeing the ball very, very well, delivering multiple boundaries, and looks like he might be on his way to a big, big inning here. Take a look at this. Again, just using that, anything down leg side. If you're the United 11, you want to keep it on the off stump. That's where it's got to be. Anything on leg, especially for a lefty at the caliber of Sohail Tanvir, no less, that's going to be easy pickings. Sikandar just bails out on that one, so that'll be a dead ball. See a rather, oh, what a, wow, very elegant shot, just guided that ball out towards the slip region, and that'll be a single. So if you're the United 11 right now, do you try to bring in back your attack bowlers, try to continue to the pressure? Because right now Sohail Tanvir looks like he's in very good form, currently playing at 24 off of 10. Coit, who's yet to get off the strike here, still sitting at a 0. The young man, small in stature, but he swings a big, big bat. Oh, what a delivery. Very nicely done by Sikandar. Very good length ball. Just was able to get that ball to rise up on Coit. And as a bowler, you got to be thinking, due to the way Coit stands at the crease, do you go for that Yorker length? Do you try to get him to play on the Yorker, or do you go good length and try to get that ball to rise? But Coit has those quick hands. If you miss it, he's going to slap that out towards third man. Comes across the crease, and that'll be a dot ball. So he comes across the stumps on that one. He's a little startled to see if it's not given a wide, and umpire Mashir says no, that is not a wide. A very good delivery again, does Sikandar. And that will conclude over number 15. It brings the score for the Incredibles at 110 for a loss of 5. For Navi, this will be his first over. Very nicely played by Sohail Tanvir. Sends it out towards point. Takes a quick single. So continue to rotate that strike are the Incredibles. At this point, you have the ability to go if you want, but of course, you still have a few more overs left. So it'll be how aggressive do the Incredibles want to be. Still have 5 wickets in hand. Do you want to try to do boundary hunting now, or are you trying to get a little bit more of a base? You've got a solid base right now at 111, in my opinion, personally. But, of course, each captain has a different mindset. Coit, who's played 4 balls so far, still trying to get off of the stat, and he does finally. Takes it towards mid-on. Will get a single, and for him, that must feel like a pressure release. Just getting off 0, especially in T20, you don't want to stay at 0 for a long period of time. You want to just get in and get going as quickly as you can. So Navi comes back. Sohail Tanvir drives it, absolutely smokes it back down. Does he have enough? Oh, that almost reaches the boundary. Wow, what a loud drive coming on the ground. Sends it out towards deep extra cover, right between deep extra cover and long off. And a nice hit from Sohail Tanvir. Nice defense. Nicely defended by Sohail. You see that mindset that you see where anything that he can play, drive, and hit with authority, he is. And if it's a very good ball, such in that case, he's just willing to defend it. He drives it again, a low drive, gets out towards long off. Slight bobble, but no extra damage done. For the righty, there'll be slight field change. Deep mid-wicket in play. Coit really tries to heave at it. We'll just take it out towards long on. Again, a slight bobble. I'm not sure what's going on there over at long on for Coit and long off for Sohail. You see Sohail signaling he'd like to get some hydration from his camp. And that will complete over number 16. 4 more to go in the first innings. The Incredibles sitting at 116 for a loss of 5. Right now, the United Live having only 3 people within the circle, 3 fielders. To avoid a no ball, of course, they got to bring somebody in, which they do. So deep square leg comes in. Will be a little bit more fine. Coit comes out, and there's a pot. Oh, just out of the reach of that fielder. And does he have enough? Oh, there's a chase, and that is gone for a boundary. Welcome boundary for Coit, who took about 4 deliveries to get himself into place, but now finally gets off the schneid, if you will, and gets his first boundary of the morning. Let's take a look at that replay. Nicely picked up. It was a little bit more towards the leg side on the delivery. Good length, but leg side. Coit picked it up, and that quick bat there you see. Comes across the stumps. Goes out towards third man. A good fielding job there. And that will be limited to a single. So that ball had a little bit of English on there, if you will, coming off the bat. Just edged it. And on the bounce, makes a quick turn. But the fielder up to the task. Puts one hand out, makes that grasp. Saves the boundary. See what Abhi does for Sohail Tanvir. Fielder in the deep. Behind the wicketkeeper. Just behind the wicketkeeper. Wouldn't even necessarily call him deep fine leg, of course. For Sohail, he's a righty, so just in the third man region, we'll call it. And this one will go down leg, and that'll be given a wide. Abhi seems like trying to go for a little bit more pace. Wants to get the wicket of the international player. You can see it in the aggression of his running. Next delivery, a bouncing attempt, but that will be too easy. Too easy when you pull it on the leg side and you give it a rise like that. Waiting for the official signal from the umpire, as that is going to be a boundary. Is that a 4 or a 6? Just waiting for the official confirmation, and there it is. That will be a 4. Take a look at that replay. Sohail Tanvir again, just easy. I'd be trying to go for a bounce, trying to get that bounce off of the good length, but didn't get high enough as Sohail Tanvir picks it off and just hits through that line. Nicely picked off the pads, well placed, right between square leg. And there it goes for another boundary, back-to-back boundaries. See it easily placed between deep square leg and deep mid-wicket. Sohail Tanvir raining boundaries now. As you see the Incredibles really going after it. Take a look at that delivery again. Goes towards middle stump. He had a little bit of an outswing, but just not enough. And right in between the fielders. 4 runs. Sohail looking very, very comfortable. There's a wide delivery. So as we're continuing to be joined by multiple fans, and we've got team members all around us. Just want to thank every single one of them for this production today. It's been nothing short of amazing. Players like Sukita Singakara, I like to call him, with his leg spin. And he looks like him too. And Sohail Tanvir goes up. Possible opportunity for third man. And he drops it. He drops it again. Another misfield from the United 11. Oh, the missed opportunities. The missed opportunities, and a player at the caliber of Sohail Tanvir, if he gives you one, you better take it, because there may not be another chance for the next 4 overs. Because there he goes again. Luckily for the fielder, though, he saved the boundary. You see the misfield. And that was an easy catch. It was in his hands, and he just dropped it. That's easy. That should have been caught, United 11. So the catching being left a little bit more to be desired here if you're a United 11 player. And the wave, that'll be wide, yes indeed. And you could tell from Coit's heave, he was really trying to stretch for that one. I'll be turning out to be a little bit expensive here in this final delivery. Does he get enough of it? Yes, he does. That'll be a cracking 4 off the bat of Coit. And what a way to finish the over. That will bring the Incredibles to a score of 137 for 5, 17 down. Let's take a replay here. Look at that. What a base. He gets down on one knee and is able to clobber that ball. Look at that. Boom. Such a quick bat. And it looks like the ball has been lost. Be a quick pause in the action as none other than Hassan Dastagir, who's been all over the field in every form, outside of in uniform, of course, as he goes out to get another ball for the umpires. So umpire Mashir, who does a phenomenal job for us here at the BPO and part of the Liberty Cup 2022. So at the end of 17, it's going to be 137 for 5. Let's see who the United 11 go with to try to finish this up. 3 overs remaining. There's 150 in sight. Absolutely, in my opinion, 150 is available. You try to shoot for 175 or 180. Can you get there? Got to go boundary hunting, but these two batsmen look like that's exactly what they're doing. Going to be Navi coming back. This will be his second over. And a nice hit from Sohail. Mistimed it. You hear the top end of the bat in play. But a safe hit. And Coit just plays that off the pads. I don't think he got anywhere near the ball. I mean, he got the bat, but unfortunately for him, it hit his pads first and then onto the ball, which led to that bottom end of the bat being hit. So Sohail Tanvir looks like he wants a new pair of gloves. It is quite hot. Understandable. We've seen multiple players asking for multiple pairs throughout this weekend. Very nicely struck ball by Sohail, but I don't think he got enough of it. No, he didn't. That's going to be caught at the boundary. A welcome catch for the United 11 as Sohail Tanvir must exit stage left. That catch was made out towards a deep extra cover. And for Sohail Tanvir, he must exit. But a good appearance from Sohail, 38 off of 19 deliveries. As we've got the next batsman striding in, it's going to be 139 for 6 with 3 deliveries remaining in the 18th over. Let's take a look at that replay real quick. Yeah, that came off from the bottom end of the bat. See, it didn't get enough behind it, and this time no mistake by the United 11 fielder. So Coy still staying out there. He's going to be joined by none other than Rashid. Rashid, who's played here in the BPL was very well known in the Bolingbrook community. There's a stomp attempt, and they're saying a stumping attempt there, and they will go for a official review. So we'll be back here in a second. We'll see what that replay looks like. We'll get you that decision. So waiting on the official sign from the third umpire. And let's take a look. There you see Rashid. So the soft signal has been given as an out. His foot is outside of the crease. Keep rocking, keep rocking. There's the gather, and keep going forward. Keep going forward. Foot is grounded, but just not behind the crease just yet. Keep going. There, that's it. There it is. That is a confirmed out. The toe just in front of the crease, and there is the signal. There it is. That is a stumping. A great review taken by the United 11. And there you see the foot still in, it's grounded, but you see there's a lot of space between the crease and the toe. And for Rashid, he must exit. A quick departure for him. A great utilization of the review, and the United 11 get another wicket. So currently 139, 6 lost, and just into the 18th over, about halfway to go. It's going to be Imran coming in for the Incredibles next. There's a full toss delivery. And that's taken over towards mid-on. That'll lead to a single. Imran Babri getting off this zero immediately. Here comes Koi. An attempted slash. It's given a wide. The wicketkeeper saying there's possibly some bat involved, but umpire not interested. This one just tapped out towards square leg. Keeper has to go chase that one down. As Koi gives a single. And that will conclude over number 18. Score 142 for a loss of 7. Two overs to go here in the first innings. It's like it's going to be Abhi. Here we go from Abhi to Koi. Oh, that one came off the handle and the body. Both of these runners running quickly. Is there an opportunity? Would have been a better throw possibly, but that was nowhere near the wickets. The wicketkeeper not attempting at it. And that will lead to 2 runs. So Koi continuing to bat well. Now at this point in time, you really got to try to go. Of course, 150 is very, very within reach. Be shocked if they don't get there. But can you get to 175? Can you get to 180, 85? It's a possibility, of course. It's 1 for the over. It's been signaled for Abhi. Nicely placed out towards square. Good drive. Are they going to run back for 2? Both of these guys, yes. Comfortably back for 2. And a great throw from the deep, from the fielder. On the money. So if you're the United 11, you're trying to wrap this up now as quickly as you can. If you're the Incredibles, you're trying to continue to build and build that score. Try to get to that 175. A nice hit here, but well placed by fielding. And they're going to run back for 2 very quickly. Oh, the Abhi never gathered the ball. Abhi never gathered the ball, but I don't think there was a chance to get Imran Babar. He was running fairly quickly. Dragged the bat. I think he came off directly off of his thumb. Hopefully he's all right. Looks like he is. Luckily for him, it was from his non-bowling hand. A slower, deliberate delivery. Koi absolutely demolishes that. What a stroke off the bat of Koi. And that is a maximum. What a shot. Let's take a look at that again. That was well-timed, well-executed. Told you, he may be small in stature, but he wields a very big bat, does Koi. And what bat speed. What bat speed through that zone. And this time, Koi takes it out towards the covers. Takes a single. See if we can get a... I know we went through that replay rather quickly. We'll try to get back to it here in a second. We do have time now. We'll get to it. See that side angle one more time. Man, what quick hands. Boom. And he knew he got all of that one. And another full toss delivery. I think he was trying to attempt a York. And this time it was actually Koi who said he wants to retain strikes, so no run taken. At the end of 19, it's 155 for 7 as we go into the death over.
Update the over. Update the over on the scoreboard.
Looks like it's going to be Navi coming in to bowl the 20th over. And Coy goes for it again. Does he have enough? Goes out towards cloud corner. Yes, he does. Absolutely. Another cracking shot from Coy, and that will be a maximum. You see the intent now. You see it. He's got one over left. He's really trying to go large. And wow, some massive sixes coming off his bat. And that will be a maximum to open up the 20th over. If you're Navi, you can't bowl that length. You got to keep it long. You got to get it towards his feet or else he's going to make you pay. Take a look at this replay. Yep, it comes out to the front foot. You see it. Boom. And a lofted delivery, and he gets the proper treatment. Does he get enough? Yes, he does. It goes on a one bounce four. What a shot. Back-to-back boundaries from Coy. He's signaling for a six. No, not yet, Coy. That was a four, but a one bounce four. Very nicely hit ball out towards the covers. And I think that ball may be lost again as well. Let's take a look. Yes, there it is. One bounce and over the ropes. So maybe that 180 mark is definitely within reach. And be careful, Coy. We've seen in different tournaments when that bat hits the wood stumps, you're going to be given an out. So be careful. You don't want to be hanging around those too long. Back-to-back boundaries, 10 off the over, 4 deliveries to go. Another lofted delivery. This time, Coy completely misses it, says that's too high. Looking for an appeal. He's trying to talk to his captain. Do they want to go for a review? The full toss delivery. Yes, they are. They're going to go for a review. The soft signal is a not out. So an appeal for an LBW. So we get that replay. We'll wait for the third umpire to make an official confirmation as we wait. And of course, if you're watching us on Facebook Live or anywhere we're streaming, anything you see on my screen is what you're seeing at the third umpire as well. So anything you see on your screen, that's exactly what the umpire is reviewing. So make your calls out there as we go to those replays. Give us your thoughts as well. So you get a chance to be an umpire. See if it's going to be an out or not. And I think at this point, due to the soft signal being a not out, it may be a height difference. See if it's too high. We'll wait and see. There you see the replay from the bowler's end. Is it pitching inside of? Nope, that's missing leg. Yes, it's missing leg, absolutely. There it is, and I believe the umpire may have made a call. Yes, he has. As we wait for the signal to come through, that will be given a not out. And there it is. Not out given. So a replay or a review utilized by the United 11. Three deliveries left to go. A good utilization of the review. Why not? It's the final over anyways. And this time Coy goes straight up. Navi has a chance. He camps underneath it, and he bobbles it again. Oh, no. Oh, no. There's a stumping attempt, and that's been given an out. That's been given an out, but the Incredibles take a run. And you see Navi very frustrated with himself. He should have had that on the first one, but a out taken on the run out. Good aggressive running between the Incredibles. You had nothing to lose at this point in time. You still have a few wickets in hand. Let's take a look at that replay. There you see it comes from the top end of the bat. Top edge. He got underneath it. Just bobbled it at the end. Oh, no. And you see the frustration. But good awareness from the United 11 and the fielding team. I think that was Abhi out there who grabbed the ball and just threw it over to the wicketkeeper. There you see. Got underneath it. He had it. He had it. Just became too casual at the end, and it cost him. Cost him 1 run. That will continue on for the Incredibles. As you still have Imran Babar out there. And now it's going to be Sukita, one of the great people out here from the BPO. Probably one of the nicest guys you'll meet. One of the hardest working guys you'll also meet. And don't tell him, but I'll tell you guys, I think he looks like Kumar Sangakkara, in my opinion.
I told him that the first time. Where's the mute button?
As we are joined here in the booth by none other than Mir Ali, as he's live now. So Mir, I told you that he looks like Kumar Sangakkara, and he tells him, and there's a wide delivery.
Yes, indeed he does. I did mention that to him the very first time I met Sukita.
Next delivery, he tries to go for it. Does he get enough out towards deep square? 1 bounce, 2 bounces, 3 bounces, and that's a 4. Oh, that is horrible fielding from the United 11. That's not good at all. You got to save that boundary. There's no excuse for that. He never got low, and that ran out to the boundaries for a 4. You cannot take any ball off. You cannot take any ball off. You don't want that to cost you at the end. And there's another stumping attempt here on the last delivery, and the signal waiting for the umpire is given a no. It's a no. That's not a stump. What are they choosing to do? Are they going to go for a review? We're waiting for the official call. 1 delivery left here in the last delivery here of the first inning. So, Mir, glad you could join me here.
Well,
Hope you're
thank
doing
you,
well.
Shaz. Yes, I am. And
Oh, Sakita goes for it. There's a heave. Good running by Imran. Very good running, and he will take that single, and that will conclude the 20th over. So the Incredibles put up a 173 for the United 11. That's fairly chaseable in my opinion. Mir, what are your thoughts? What do you think for the United 11? What must they do to chase this down?
well, I think it's a pretty decent score here, 173. It's a winning score if they bowl well and keep the wickets in hand. Obviously, United 11's got a couple of big guns playing with them. Sashal being one of them, who scored a double century, I believe.
Yes, he did.
In his first match. So if they get some early wickets, Incredibles definitely have a chance here. But once again, it's T20 cricket. You never know till the fat lady sings.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Amir, for your insights. And for the United 11, it's going to be key to continue to have a good start. So there you see for the Incredibles, Ali Amir at 22, Shail Shah with a good stand in the beginning at 47 off of 35, and then Sohail Tanvir playing some classy innings at 38 off of 19, and then Koi coming on giving some much needed insurance runs at 35. So that will conclude the Incredibles innings here for the first. We'll be back after a quick commercial break, and we will be able to get started here in the second innings in just about 10 to 15 minutes. So stay tuned. We'll be back.
कोई सबूत नहीं है पक्का पक्के सबूत आगे नहीं आउट है ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੰਮ ਪੱਕੇ ਕੀਤੇ ਨੇ दोस्त ऐसे हो दुश्मन किसको चाहिए दोस्त रखो
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back for the start of the second innings here. I'm joined here in the booth with none other than Mir Ali. So, Mir, I thank you again for joining us here for the second part, as it looks like it's going to be none other than Pakistan's famous Sohail Tanvir, who's going to lead the attack for the Incredibles. What are your expectations from the Incredibles here in the first power play?
Well, I expect them definitely to get wickets, as anybody would assume that would happen. That should be, their goal with a bowler like Sohail Tanvir. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. He knows exactly what he's doing. So you can't be sitting here preaching to the choir. I think they've got a game plan, and they've just got to execute. I trust in the first 6 overs, they get a few wickets in hand. They'll be in great shape.
Thank you, Mir. Yes, Sohail Tanvir, who's got that little bit of what we would say an unorthodox delivery, but it works for him, clearly. He's played it at the international level, of course, not only for Pakistan, but also in PSL. And you've seen that fiery side of Sohail, who's a very nice, soft-spoken guy when you meet him outside of the field. But when he's inside of there, man, is he competitive or what?
That is absolutely right. He's not here winning a beauty contest. He's here to win matches. So, yeah, nobody's here to make friends. They're here to win. So with that being said, the man himself will be, who's facing here? The captain, is it? Ravinder? Nope.
We're waiting to see. Yep, Ravinder
No,
and
Sarel.
Sarel.
Sarel will be facing.
Yes, indeed. So we've got a prediction already coming in. Shaji Hassan. Shaji, of course. Don't expect anything less from you. He says 5 wickets in the first over. Shaji, I think you may be a little bit incredibly biased there. Pun intended.
He does play for the Incredibles, so.
Yeah, let's say, pun intended on that one.
Well, let's maybe hear for some United fans online.
Yeah, they got plenty of them out there, I tell you what, especially after the showing they put on the first game where they racked up 325 runs at the BPL Stadium, which is absolutely unheard of in a T20. They definitely have fans, I can tell you that. So if you're out there, if you're listening to us, drop us a comment. What do you think, United 11? Are they going to chase this down? If you want to be even bolder, tell us in which over. See how close you get with your predictions. So here we go. We're waiting on the first delivery here in a second. Just waiting for some final confirmations from the umpires. There you see umpire Mashir setting himself up. And Sohail Tanvir with a brand new ball. This should be a treat to watch. Here we go. Nicely bowled. Wow. See that swing, Mir?
Yes, he's going to be bringing it in and out. So hopefully it doesn't make the batsmen dance too much today. They've just got to take their time. The reality should strike to see who they're actually facing. And look at the ball. There's no blind shots to be played, if you will.
So right now the 2 fielders that are outside, so we've got a 3rd man in play. And they go straight up, immediate opportunity. Oh no! Miscommunication between Shale and, is that Koi out there? Oh no! Oh, what a missed opportunity for a wicket. Oh, they're absolutely looking at each other. Sohail Tanvir absolutely stunned. And I don't blame him. That's about as easy as a catch you get. Wow.
Yeah, this is truly an embarrassing moment to drop a catch, which is sitting in front of you to be caught. Sohail Tanvir definitely not too happy about this.
And you could tell he was absolutely stunned that easy of a catch was not even attempted. The communication between Shale and Koi not on display there. Second delivery. Oh, Ravinder just turns away. And there you see when we talk about reality setting in on who you're facing out there.
Yeah, I think the fielders were Rashid and Koi. That was Shale?
Yep, that's Shale who's wicket keeping. Rashid is in the first slip, and you have Koi in the second. So Shale crossed over, It should have been a Koi's call from the get-go, of course, but Chill made an attempt. And again, Ravinder just backing away from Sohail. And that will be another dot delivery. You see some very angry deliveries from Sohail Tanvir. That aggression we spoke about earlier, we didn't think it was going to show up immediately on display.
Well, let's hope they don't disappoint him this time.
I don't want to be there. If you're an incredible player, don't drop this man's catch. You're going to hear it, I tell you.
Well, it's all happening right here in the first over.
Nice delivery here from Ravinder. This time he's able to just get that out towards point. Takes a single. So gets himself off of 0. No, that's it. Yep, that was Ravinder. So Sohail Tanvir will face Sarl. You see a very deliberate pace from Sohail Tanvir. And this is some of that experience that comes in, right? When you've played in all over the world, you learn how to control your breathing, take the environment into play, the atmosphere that's around you. And again, a very quick arm action. This time, Sarl just takes it over to square. Go for a single. And I believe that's Sukita out there. And that will end over number 1. So an opportunity lost. At the end of 1, it's 3 for a loss of none. So for the Incredibles, they're going with pace on one end with Sohail Tanvir and the leg spinner. I believe that looks like it's going to be Sukita. Very nicely bowled. He runs into the non-striker and no damage done. So a dot ball for Sukita to start. So if you haven't seen Sukita bowl, ladies and gentlemen, he generates a lot of turn, and I mean a lot of turn on his deliveries. Very well played by Sarl, just defending it. Into the covers, but well played, well defended by the fielders. So there you go. Now you're seeing some aggression from the Incredibles. You almost sense that they were in disbelief and shock from that first opportunity where they absolutely just fibbed. You have Arshad out there in the slip. He tries to go for it, long on in play. That's Mahmood Chowdhury just off of his hands. Good backup there from long on. And that will save a boundary. Nice hit by Sarl. Didn't get it all of it, but just enough to get it out towards the boundary area. Third delivery. This one he pulls. Nicely done. Deep mid-wicket comes in, feels it, and that looks like Agram. Agram looks like he's injured. He's grabbing his hammy. Yes, he's grabbing his right hamstring. Is he all right? He's currently massaging Oh, he looks like he's in pain. He definitely looks like he's in pain. We're trying to see how he does. Yes, indeed, that's Agram. You see him limping gingerly quite a bit. At this point, it doesn't look like the Incredibles have a 12th man in the dugout, so they'll have to roll with Agram injured right now as he moves in. And it's going to be Imran Babar, who heads out into the deep point. I lied. They're batting from the northern end, so that'll be deep mid-wicket. And a quick conversation between Shale and Sukita, or Suki, as we all like to call him here in the BPL. That will complete Sukita's over. So at the end of 2, the United 11 at 5 for loss of none. Sohail Tanvir is going to be coming back here for the Incredibles, as rightfully so. Played some unhittable deliveries. So if you're Ravinder and if you're Sarl right now, no need to use the power. Sohail is going to provide that pace for you. He's going to generate that speed. It's your job to just get bat on ball. Use that pace for yourself and use it towards your advantage. Easier said than done, of course, as I'm sitting out here on the mic and not in the field. And that will be a dead ball, so he'll bails out at the last second. So we've got a quick reprieve from the sun here as a few clouds have moved in, but nothing to be worried about. It's probably one of the most beautiful days we've had all year round. Sohail Tanvir, and Pat Ravinder backs up on his back leg. A little miscommunication. Ravinder wanted to go. Sarl wasn't ready. Slight hesitation. And they will take a single. You see that arm action from Sohail Tanvir, which is a little bit hard to pick up if you're not used to it, which none of these players I would say are, considering majority of them play here locally. Sohail with his third delivery. This one goes up. There's an opportunity. Ali and Koi. Koi makes the catch at point. Well done. Well done. He makes up for that last drop ball. And there goes Sarl. Sarl must depart. Exit stage left. And what a delivery from Sohail Tanvir. A good attempt by Sarl, but his launch angle, he got way underneath that ball and went straight up. And I mean, that was up there for a minute. And good thing for Koi, he just jumped in underneath, settled himself, and ensured this time he didn't leave anybody to get the chance to take that catch away.
You're absolutely right, Shaz, but if you did see, there was still some confusion amongst two fielders, and that's a little bit of a concern, the communication on the field, given the fact that a lot of these guys are playing this tournament for the first time, together, but the communication must be there. But at the end of the day, yes, He did grab the catch, but the communication, if I was the captain, that's what my message would be, that, hey guys, got to call out your catches, be confident, and let's communicate.
Well said, Mir. And you see in the huddle, we saw Sohail Tanvir doing all the talking, and there's a reason for that. There's an absolute reason for that. And for the Incredibles, we saw that it was between Ali and Koi, and Ali and both Koi commencing on the ball, but at the end, Ali bails out as Koi made the call, and rightfully so. So now it's going to be, just went to quick clips update here real quick. So Sohail Tanvir does take his wicket here today. First of many, I assume. But a good fight shown by Ravinder and Sarl in the beginning. First Livy goes down leg side. That'll be given a wide. So it'll be Sharad. So I spoke to Sohail earlier, Mir, right before the innings started. Just asked him if there's anything he wanted to say to the fans out there or just to anyone in general. And he just said no. He said he was very happy to be here, first and foremost. And he said Eid's coming up, so he just wanted to wish everybody Eid Mubarak early in advance. Says that he hopes everybody's happy and enjoys this time with their family. So that's Sohail Tanvir for you. Nicely played here by Sharad. Just drives that off into the covers for a single.
Yes, it is a true moment of joy for a lot of the Muslim players here. You know, with Eid coming up in a day, or two rather. It's truly exciting to have these stars amongst us, and really nice to see them enjoying their cricket amongst our local players. I think it's a truly rewarding experience for the players and for all of us here watching this talent right here in picturesque Bolingbrook.
Absolutely. It's you talked about stars, and a movie title comes into mind. That is Zameen Par. The stars from Pakistan are here on the ground with us, literally. And another good delivery from Sohail. Ravinder very late, and that'll be a dot ball. But it speaks to how humble these guys are more than anything else, not letting the stardom get to their heads. It's my first encounter with majority of them. Last time here you had Saqlain Mushtaq here along with Kamran Akmal. And of course, Gami still just as pleasant as last time. And then now just meeting Sohail Tanvir, Sohail Khan. You've got, Kieran Lewis, who have been just absolutely a pleasure to work with. And you couldn't have asked for a more humble bunch, to say the least. Another, see Ravinder slide back a little bit, just plays that York, gets a quick single.
No, you're absolutely right. These bunch of guys are truly a gem of people. You know, very modest, very humble, no ego. They're here to play. They're here to enjoy their cricket and supporting the local cricketers, really motivating them, coaching them, guiding them. That's what it's all about, you know, at the end of the day. They're really to enjoy your cricket. And Kamran, you know, he's always Kamran. I remember when they were here for a fundraiser, and these guys do a lot of good work back home as well. So I'm truly proud to have him here playing today.
Nicely played here from Sharad. This will lead to a dot ball, though. A very good fielding in place for the Incredibles. At the end of 3, it's the United 11 at 9 for a loss of 1. Here we go. It's going to be Ravinder taking on Sukita. Very good delivery from Suki. Makes that ball turn. Ravinder does the right thing, just lets it go by. No point in trying to chase something. And again, there is a delivery, but that one's going to be given a wide. Shale with those quick hands. Attempted stump, but Ravinder didn't get anywhere out of the crease. And another heave from Ravinder, missed. And you see Shale taking the bails off again, asking umpire Mashir if there's anything out there. He says no. So we said umpire Mashir is currently on the southern end. You've got umpire Lakmal, who's down on the northern end, who's currently watching the Sukita and Ravinder show, and that hurt. That definitely sounded like it hurt off of the hands of Shale. I think they took that off the thumb. Life of a wicketkeeper, Shale. That's what it is. Takes it off the thumb. Shale's a young man. I'm sure he'll recover quickly. Ravinder gets it up. Oh, just out of the reach of Arshad. Or Rashid, excuse me. I keep saying Arshad Rashid. And that will be a single.
Rashid, one of the more mature players on the field today, playing for the Incredibles. Hence his position in the slip.
Hey, age is nothing but a number, right?
That's
and
right.
Cricket is the great equalizer.
He's passionate about the sport.
That's all it takes. Great equalizer is this game. Oh, that was a not. It seemed like Shutout really wanted to go for it, but just at the end, decided to just get bat on ball, sends it out towards gully, short gully, and that will be a single.
Sure,
See Sukita rocking that headband. He's trying to go that 80s phase a little bit, rocking it back. Nicely hit. This time out towards cow corner region. There's a fielder out there. There are 2 runs. Sukita, is there a possible oh, just offline. Koi's throw was offline, and that will end over number 4. So right now, United 11 coming in at 14 off of 1. As it looked like they are just struggling to get off the strike here, Amir. Probably would like to be a little bit further ahead than 14. But still got 2 more overs left here in the power to take advantage.
Yeah, and I think Shard's doing the right thing here. I mean, he's a pretty good bat. He's got a good eye for the ball. He picks and chooses his battles on the field, and I think if he sticks around for some time here, at least till about 12 overs or so, I think United will have a good chance. They do have some batting, some hard hitting, if you will, deep down the lineup. But Shard is one of those batsmen that could really stabilize the game here for the United 11.
Speaking of big hitting, we saw that on display here at the BPL Stadium on Friday. If you haven't got a chance to see that scorecard, ladies and gentlemen, I highly recommend you go check that out. And then, of course, the very next day, the Babur brothers said, "No, we'll take that record. Thank you very much." And they go on to hit a massive 329, if I'm not mistaken. 390, excuse me, 390. I stand corrected, a 390 and a T20. So what a massive amount of scoring here in this Liberty Cup 2022.
Yeah, but United still owns the only double century so far from Sashal. Yesterday he was not so lucky, but he is a hard hitter of the ball. And if he gets going, we saw it firsthand, you know, that's pretty impressive, hitting 205. But the game shall go on until I said the fat lady sings.
I really hope you're not referring to me as you look towards me when you say that, Mir. But
well, that would be a tall gentleman, not a lady.
So that's you kind of gave me a scary eye there.
My
But-
peripheral vision is getting better every day.
Clearly. Here we go. Imran Babar will take his first attempt here. A nice hit. But does he get enough? Yes, he does. Just out of the reach of deep square. And a valiant attempt out there. But that is going to go for a maximum 6 for the first one for the United 11. A welcome boundary.
Well, that was a very bad ball by Imran. His first ball coming on. I mean, way too much time for a batsman of that, caliber, if you will, Sharad Lumba. Just poor bowling. But he's got to have a good comeback here.
If you miss that line, if you miss that length, you're going to get hammered. We've seen this throughout the tournament. Anything short, these batsmen are up to the task. They're willing to pull and pull quickly. They're willing to take on the fielders, even if you have one placed there, which Imran Babar does. The fielding is correct, just, the length was missed, and he got hammered. Next delivery, takes it over point. There's a chase. Koi chases after it. Just dies out before the boundary, and that will lead to 2 runs. A very nice placement of the ball from Sharad. Just lofted it over point. And there was an attempted single there. Sharad showing a little bit of frustration with Ravinder. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. You saw a black screen for a little bit. Just, there's always some slight technical difficulties here and there. But thank you to Studio 7 for their production and the amazing camera angles we've been able to bring you today, along with that third umpire and those massive replays. This is the way cricket's supposed to be played and displayed, and I'm glad we're able to do that here, Amir, in BPL and the home of cricket in Chicago, Bolingbrook, Illinois. What a delivery. Is there a nick? Yes, there is. Umpire Mushil, no hesitation, puts the finger up, and that is the end for Sharad. He goes for 10 off of 7. It's time for him to exit stage left. There'll be a new batsman coming into the crease. What a delivery, Mir. What a delivery from young Imran Babar.
Beautiful delivery, and even a better finish for the Incredibles here. Wicket that was much needed. Sharad Lumba, one of the most dangerous, prolific batsmen playing for United 11, departs at only 10 runs. And this is a big win for the Incredibles. So they definitely have the momentum going in their favor. Now they need to keep the pressure on and keep the momentum going.
And power play wickets, so crucial if you're the fielding team. And that's for the Incredibles. That's what they need to continue that. You still have one more over left in the power play. Got an option to get there. Can they do it? Can they continue to take these top order wickets for the United 11? It's going to be Sashal. Sashal coming in. This is the man with the double ton under his belt. And looks like he's ready. Being in this qualifier round, they're going to need his prolific hitting, United 11, if they're going to make any noise in this tournament going forward. So here we go. Imran Babar coming for his 5th delivery. Nicely played by Sashal. Just defensive, tries to get himself going. He's going to get himself set in first, of course. Get his eye in. You see Koi coming in. He's trying to make a little bit of field adjustments there. Yep, he tells Sukila to go towards long on. Moves him out of the cow corner region. So in this power play, you've got a long on in play and a deep mid wicket. Very nice delivery from Imran. He had to make Sashal move his feet. They'll take it over to the leg side and it'll lead to a quick single. So at the end of 5, It's the United 11, 23 for a loss of 2. Sukida coming back for his third over. As he'll face Ravinder. No, that's not Ravinder. That's Shoshol. Waiting for Cricket Clubs to update itself here real quick. That will lead to a dot. Shoshol goes straight over, deep extra cover, and that is a 6. We've seen it from this man before. What a maximum coming off his bat, and no fielder had to move. They knew exactly where that ball was going. A beautiful sound coming off of that Robin Sports bat of his, and that's a middle, ladies and gentlemen. That's what that middle sounds like. Beautifully placed. Shoshol wanted that run. Ravinder says no. Probably been a little bit more risky than they would have liked. A more deliberate display of bowling from Sukida, but Shoshol completely up to the task. Heaves it over the square leg, deep square leg, and that is a maximum. Nothing cheap about that one, ladies and gentlemen. Another cracking sound from his bat, and that is another 6 runs for the United 11. Shoshol showing you what he did in the first game. Back to back, and then a delivery, and then another boundary. But nonetheless, 2 coming off in the over. Very nice hitting. So if you're Sukida, where do you go? Where do you try to target Shoshol right now? A lofted delivery. There you go. Lofted full toss. It looks like that was Fahad out there making that grasp. He goes for it again. Gets his front foot out there. Yes, he does. Just clears the boundary. Great timing from Shoshol. That will be another maximum. That's a low line drive rope, ladies and gentlemen. And that had plenty of distance to be able to get past the ropes. So what a way to end the over. 3 maximums coming off over number 6. So at the end of 6, it's the United 11 at 41 for a loss of 2. There you see that on the replay. He's able to get his front foot out very quickly. There it goes, and boom. Finishes the swing. And if you notice, he only goes about 3/4 of the way on that one. That's where you get that lower line drive. If he finishes higher, that's, of course, that launch angle gets a little bit higher, and that means that ball is going to be more flighted out of that bat. So United 11 progressing well now. Looks like they're going to go ahead and obviously open the field for the Incredibles as the power play has concluded. So now you've got DJ out at long off. You've got a long on in play, deep mid wickets. And a nice delivery here from Imran. Is that going to be given a wide? That gets right past Shale. Waiting for the official call. Is that be? Nope, they'll just be given a bye. So Imran Babar conceding only 1 run. Shale should have had that one. Just got right past him. So you see a lot of pumping of Imran Babar right now from the deep between DJ. I believe that's Sukita out there and long on as well. Very nice delivery from Imran. Good variation. Takes it out towards another delivery here from Imran. Goes out towards the covers. Koi gets it back. There's a possible run-out chance. Oh, just off, and there's no backup. There's no backup. Ravinder was way out past the crease. He doesn't even look back to see if he wants to take that other run. So it ends up not costing the Incredibles anything extra. It's a good bowling here from Imran Babar. Playing with his lengths. Went good length first, now moving a little bit more towards the Yorker length-ish. We'll call it ish. Nicely driven out. That'll lead to a single. It seems like the United 11 players really just trying to conserve energy. It is definitely getting hot as the mid-afternoon sun is flying high. So, Mir, you see, you've seen Imran Babar play quite a bit. You've seen him grow, mature throughout the years. Can you speak to a little bit of his variations that we see on display here very, very well from Imran?
Yep, great kid. Imran actually was, he had joined our academy as well in his younger years. I think cricket is in the Babar brothers' blood, but I'm excited to see some of the Babar brothers playing for the Incredibles.
Hassan Dastakir is always recruiting. He's always got an eye out for talents. And there's a heave from Ravinder. Plays it off his pads. Gets it out towards deep mid-wicket. Leads to a single. And that will complete over number 7. See United 11 at 46 for a loss of 2. There we see the warm chart. So United 11 just under where the Incredibles were here at this point at the completion of 7. Not too far off. So there's plenty of time to be played here in the overs, and also if Shushel continues to bat the way he is, that acceleration is going to come quick and very rapidly. So it looks like it's going to be Koi who comes in for his first over of the afternoon. And he'll face Ravinder in his first delivery. Or rather, we'll wait. Says he doesn't want to do that yet. Nice delivery from Koi. Ravinder just misses that. I think that ball actually was in the slot. That should have been hammered. Ravinder missed it. When it's thigh high and above, that's my saying. If it's thigh high, you let it fly. It's more likely than not, it's going to come into your arc of your swing, and you're more likely than not to get the middle of it.
Well, not only commentary from you, Shaz, but some philosophy and poetry as well.
The complete package, Mir. Complete package.
I see that. I see that.
No. There he goes. There's Ravinder. He sends it out towards square. Both the keeper and the bowler chasing after it. Point comes in to try to back up where the keeper was. And that's Agram who's still grabbing that hammy. Hopefully he's going to be okay. See him continuously grab that hamstring. It's the hamstrings are so finicky. And you got to give him time to heal, of course. Hopefully it's nothing too crazy for him. Here comes Koi again. Nicely played by Shushel. That'll be gone out towards point. He's out to his single. The strike keeps rotating. And there's a dot delivery here from Koi. Very well bowled. Ravinder, there you go. That's what you're talking about. That flat bat all the way through. Takes it out into the deep. Be limited to a single towards deep mid-wicket. This one will be smacked off the bat of Shushel towards the covers, and that will end over number 8. So no boundaries coming off that over, but the United 11 climbing that score up, currently sitting at 50 for a loss of 2.
All right, so here we have United 11 at the end of 8 overs. No, Incredible still, they were what? They still need 124 from 12 overs, sorry, my screen, at 10.33 runs per over required. So needless to say, they need to accelerate a tad bit. Sashal is doing quite well, 24 off 13. if he stays there on the pitch, I think United still has a chance here. What do you think, Shaz?
Absolutely. 10 per over is almost a given, right, in a T20 at this point in time, usually. And I say that with a slight grain of salt, only because, you know, when you have a good bowling attack, that can also be subdued quite a bit. But here's the best part. You know, you're on track, majority of it, and there's Shushel drives it out towards the covers. DJ fields it. DJ's got a very strong arm. Probably don't want to challenge that. So for the United 11, yeah, absolutely. And you know, in my opinion, Shushel is one of their key contributors, right? And it doesn't take a super analyst to figure that one out, considering how prolific he is with the bat. But as long as he stays out there, you're going to have a very good chance for the United 11. And Ravinder goes for it. Goes straight out towards deep square. There's a fielder in play. Does he make a catch? No, he dropped it. It was in his hands. It was a diving attempt. Was that Mahmood Chaudhary out there? That looks like Muda. See if we can get a quick replay of that. Valiant effort. Valiant effort. But if it's in your hands, if it's anything within your vicinity, you got to come down with that. Let's take a look at that replay, Mir. Oh, it was there. It was there to be had. Just goes out between his hands.
He should have had that catch. I think he took his eyes off the ball.
Nice hit by Shushel. Does it have enough? Yes, it does. Hits the batter's eye on 2 bounces. A nice lofted shot. Just places it between long on and long off. That will be 4 runs for Shushel. Next delivery from Imran. Again, a lofted hit there. Goes straight out towards long on. Suhida makes no mistake. Just gathers it. You see the lofted drives, you know, a la Babar Azam, in my opinion, probably the best lofted over covers drive that he plays. Again, you see Ravinder doing a little bit of a dance there. Front foot out, front foot back, rocks back, and sends it over towards deep mid-wickets. So Imran Babar, 22 runs conceded so far. He's got 1 delivery left in his 3rd over. There's a final delivery, driven out towards the covers, but a great stop by Ali, limiting that to a single. So that completes over number 9. It's the United 11, 59 for 2. There you see the worm chart as the United 11 creep just about on par with the Incredibles.
Actually, for the loss of 1 less wicket at this point. So if they continue this trend, I think they've got a good chance here.
Looks like it's going to be Koi who will continue on. Nice hit by Shushel out towards the covers, but good fielding again. He had no backup, so good advised. Good judging here from Ali. Just puts that in his pocket. Doesn't risk an overthrow. No need to take that. Oh, that goes up. There's a chance. There's a chance. And Rashid Bhai makes no mistake on that one. This time he stays there and he camps right underneath it, makes an easy basket catch, and Ravinder's innings come to an end. It's time for him to exit stage left. And there we see a quick replay. See if we can get a replay of the catch, if at all possible. There it is. You see him camping right underneath it. Notice one thing, ladies and gentlemen. He follows that ball all the way to his hands. Never took his eye off the ball. Good technique. And that is the second wicket. Or that's the third wicket, excuse me. So at this point in time, 60 for 3. Still got 4 deliveries left into the 10th over. So just about the halfway point of the second innings. So you wonder, ladies and gentlemen, will the United 11 be able to chase this down? Love to get your thoughts. Put them down at Facebook Live. As it's going to be Tristan, the wicket keeper for the United 11. Strides in with Shishal. See what these two can do here for the United 11. So wicket here for Koi. It's his first one of the day. See if Tristan, who can hit it long and hit it far, see what he has. This time he just plays it. Goes for a single, or just dots it, excuse me. Almost expecting runs to be scoring at this point at a non-stop pace. Goes right back to Koi. Very good deliveries from Koi. Just making Tristan use those feet. Hope you guys are enjoying your time out there on this long weekend. And there goes Tristan. That's a smack right over cow corner, on the fly, across the road, and onto the baseball diamond mirror. That's a maximum of the highest order.
Yeah, Tristan's he's a dangerous bat. He's a dangerous bat. Played Jamaica, West Indies under 19. One of my first players from our Job Pride team that I recruited myself. Known him since his under 19 days. Used to be a great wicket-keeping batsman, and that shot looked like he centered back to Jamaica.
Yes, indeed. That made a very loud noise. It's a Jamaican jerk shot right there. Tries to place that over to point. Oh, Ugrim misfielded slightly, and that's going to cost him a run. And you see Ugrim, he's not as mobile as he can be, or usually is out in the field. And that will complete over number 10. So halfway done with the second inning. There you see Ugrim at the point. Oh, that's the replay for the 6th. There you see it. What a base. He's got a strong base, and then he just finished it high. Beautiful, beautiful hits.
It's not a strong base. He's pretty strong all around.
I will concur with that. I will concur with that. Not everybody's that strong, so for those young guys who are listening out there, or young girls, that base, the foundation that he had, the balance, that's what I'm referring to, Amir. Come on now.
All right, I'll give you that. You retracted quite well there, Shaz. We'll give you that. But here we are, 67 for 3 at the end of 10 overs. Current run rate at 6.7, 10 overs to go. Required run rate is pretty much the same, a little shy of 11 runs per over. But nevertheless, with Tristan and Sashal at the crease, they do their job correctly. There's a light at the end of the tunnel here for United 11.
Imran Babar's going to come back in. He's had a good spell here with the ball. He's been fairly economical, 23 in 3 overs. So this will be his last over for this afternoon. And it's a lofted delivery. Is that going to be given a wide? Waiting for the official confirmation. Yes, it is.
Tried to go for that slow ball and just kind of lost the line there.
Good thought process, just poor execution on that one. Again, it's a slower delivery. Well played here by Tristan. Just sends it back where it came from. We'll take a single. Another flighted delivery here. This time he's able to take that into the covers. And a miss. Tristan missed that one. And Shale just goes off of his pads. Shale adopting those the new style where the pads are inside the trousers. It's the young man's game. Yeah, nicely played. Shashal just puts that into the covers for a single. A quicker delivery here from Imran. Tristan just stops it in its tracks. Leads to a dot ball. Another flighted delivery. And this one he got hit on the ground. And oh, that is a misfield. That's a misfield from Koi. And that will skirt across the ropes. And that will be 4 runs. So a misfield costs them a boundary. And that will end over number 11. It's the United 11 at 76 for a loss of 3. And here comes Koi. So this will be, I believe, his 4th over. Oh, there's an opportunity. Oh, just out of the reach. Oh no, Rashid, just out of his reach. That was a major opportunity for the Incredibles missed here, Mir.
Yes, it was, and for Rasha too. 10 years ago, he would have caught that catch.
I'll let you speak to him on that term.
Nicely played by Tristan. Quick single there. I think you've got the right intent, but there's got to be a boundary or two coming in every over. You know, you really don't want to fall behind. The run rate's now exceeded 11 runs, so something's got to give.
Absolutely. It seems like these guys are just riding it out. And we've got some comments coming in as well. I've got people texting me about what the strategy could be for the United 11. One of our viewers out there is stating that for Sohail Tanvir, they wanted to make sure they had a different opening batsman and kept Sarl and Shashul for, we'll just say, the local talent that we have. See if they can go big. So, good train of thought. Like it. See what the Incredibles can do to counter that. And oh, Tristan really was going for that one. And he misses. Goes straight out to Shale. There he goes. There goes Tristan. But does he have enough of it? No, he doesn't. Long on comes in. It goes right past him for DJ. And that will be a single. It's a very long single.
Yeah, I didn't quite get the bat on that one. But, well, we have a mishap here. Shaz has apparently broken a chair. Quite to continue here. Nicely played by Sashal. I think the batsmen are quite happy taking these singles for now. But as stated, they must elevate the tempo here quite a bit. That brings us to the end of 12 overs. 93 needed in 8 at a run rate required of 11.62. Tristan Coleman batting on 15 off 11. Sashal quite settled in now at his 37 off 23. United 11, 81 for the loss of 3 wickets.
Thank you, Mir, for putting that out there. So I knew I was heavy, but apparently a little bit too heavy for this chair out here. So.
Well, maybe you should try a cooler instead.
Oh man. Well, it's all the action you can have from not only just on the field, but apparently also in our commentators booth. So if you want to see I'd say a rather large man take a tumble off the chair, come on by and say hello.
Yes, I'm sure he'll repeat that in the next 10 overs. So at the run rate of 1 chair for every 10 overs, by the end of the game we'll be out of chairs.
Oh man. Well, that was an adventure. But thankfully, not that anybody's concerned out there, I am okay. Thank you, Mir, for being so generous and trying to help me.
As long as the mouth can speak.
Nicely played here from Shashul. It just gets it out towards points again. Very deliberate batting from the United 11. Very patient batting from the United 11.
I would say a little bit too patient at this point.
That's the thing. You don't want to stay for too long on the patient side. You got to show some aggression. But these two batsmen can really hit them long. And there he goes as soon as we say it. And that is absolutely clobbered. A 6. What a maximum. He just came across. He picked that up off the middle stump. And there is no doubt about that one, Mir.
Now the intention was already there. I think he knew as soon as the ball was pitched, Tristan was already in position to clobber that ball. Straight 6, back into the jungle.
Surprised they found that ball, to be honest with you.
Well, we do clean up the jungle every now and then.
Now they're single taken. So boundary single. So single, boundary, single. See if they keep up that trend and go for another boundary here.
Yeah, good batting by Tristan. Getting off the crease. Got his shot in. And now allowing Sashal to do his thing here.
And that's what he does, but there's an opportunity. Sukita. Oh!
he drops
Oh,
him.
no!
Right.
Just off of his hands. It goes off, and that is a 6. Looks like his foot was on the boundary or just above it, but wow. That should have been caught, and that would have been a huge wicket for the Incredibles, taking Shushal's wicket, but not to be. And right now, the drop catches, maybe dropping the Incredibles out of this match here, Mir.
Yeah, as they say, catches win matches, and these kind of mistakes cannot happen. And another one.
What
Another
a
straight.
rocket. What a rocket.
So it looks like the guns are starting to fire for the United 11. The message has been sent, and they're really trying to capitalize off this over. One dropped catch already and another straight boundary by Sashal, so he's definitely finding his tune.
And these are some very, very hard hit balls, ladies and gentlemen. Takes it out towards deep mid wicket. And that will complete over number 13. It is the United 11 getting up to 100 for a loss of 3.
So we have 100 runs here. United 11. Incredibles. We're at 173, so we're 74 runs short here. To go, what do you think, Shaz? Is it doable?
With these two batsmen, absolutely it's doable. And you see that intent now with those massive boundaries coming here from Shushal and Tristan. And it's right now, I mean, you've got a good foundation, right? Now you are in the latter part of your innings. You've got 7 overs. So 10, again, I think, like I said, 10 is a given in a T20 over. But if they are able to capitalize in the next, let's say, maybe 1 or 2 overs, get some bigger runs and multiple boundaries, that may be able to open them up and then relieve some of that run per ball in a way at this point in time. But absolutely, this team is capable. And going into the tournament, this team was to me, it was the wild card team, right? Kind of flying under the radar, if you will, pulling some really good moves, bringing in Shashal, Tristan, and Sarl as well. So it's a good matchup, and this will be a good chase. We'll see how it goes. It's going to go down to the wire, or it'll be over rather quickly, in my opinion.
Quick single there. No, yeah, you're absolutely right. But mind you, out of those overs left, 2 belong to Sohail Tanveer. So I think that was a good strategic move by the Incredibles to save those 2 overs for Sohail Tanveer.
Absolutely, and maybe that strategy that one of our viewers was referring to, could it possibly backfire? But at this point, both the batsmen are settled in. That's going to be given a wide. So both the batsmen are settled. So you wonder if Sohail Tanveer's pace, of course, which he can generate quite a bit of pace, but are they a little bit more adept at seeing that? And what a pickup off the bat of Tristan, and that is, ladies and gentlemen, flying, absolutely flying over the boundary for a maximum. Wow, what a pickup of the ball, Smear.
That you just heard that sound off the bat. He middled it, and that goes all the way back to Mandevilleman. That's where Tristan is from, in Jamaica. Great shot. Really got a good eye on that ball and middled it outside of the park for 6.
See the Incredibles player trying to go and retreat that ball. It's still a little stunned that Suhita wasn't able to grab that ball when he had that opportunity. He was usually very sure-handed out in the field. And
a little bit of crazy glue on the hands would have done the trick. He was standing right on the boundary and just couldn't balance it.
Nicely rocked back by Tristan. Goes off the back foot, places it out towards deep point. So if you are planning to come on down to the BPL Stadium to watch these qualifying matches, to bring your sunscreen, it is a scorcher. And that ball is scorched, but does it have enough? Imran Babar underneath it. No, he doesn't get to it. And that's going to be gone. That's a one bounce for Imran, just out of his reach. Oh, man. Two opportunities from Shoshol.
Well, here you have it. You know, now they're definitely attacking as they should. The run rate right under 10 runs per over now. So been an expensive over already. About 13 runs gone off 3 balls. So very expensive over so far. And the body language is definitely there.
There it goes.
Goes again.
There's another one. It's a flat 6. Right back up the middle. That's flat. Wow. That's a baseball-esque swing from Shoshol. And when you have a wide bat like that, and that made a loud noise, not only off the bat, but off the batter's eye as well.
Well, he's 60 off of 30. Great batting, great aggression at the right time, rather.
Plays it over towards point, and that gets past. That looks like it's Sohail Tanvir out there. He just gets a hand on it. So very nicely done by Shoshol. That brings up his half century. He's well past it now, but that will be a completion of over number 14. It's the United 11 at 120 for 3.
Well, as you can see right here on the worm chart, they're ahead of the game here, United 11, elevating it this over for the loss of only 3 wickets. So if we had the prediction wheel, do we have access to that? That's what we got to work on next. A chart to show what percentage the anticipated score and the winning percentage for each team. But nevertheless, great batting from Sohail and Tristan both. And right now the odds are in the Incredibles, the United 11's favor, I would say. What do you think, Shaz?
Absolutely. After that prolific power display between these two. And that's what I was talking about. You got to have a 1 or 2 overs in there where you can really just cash in, which they did against DJ and then against Koi. It's now it's time for the Incredibles to really step it up and try to see if they can stifle this run chase. Now it's about containing, right? And just as we say that, we see none other than Sohail Tanvir with the ball. See if he can work his magic. And I would say with his talent, not just contain, but execute some wickets.
That
And
was
a very good
That
delivery.
was a great delivery.
Great.
If only he can get that 1 wicket right now to break this partnership. That's all they're hoping for, to get that 1 wicket, and that'll change. That'll change the game.
Momentum's a funny thing, right? And momentum can do wonders for you in both ways, good and bad. So at this point, if Sohail Tanvir can, this is why he was picked up by the Incredibles, right? For situations just like this, to take those key wickets, break up those partnerships, rather. So see if he can make use of that, as he'll bowl around the wicket. Again, oh, what a delivery. That's off of Tristan's fingers. He might be shaking that hand for a little bit. Yes, there you see it. And you could tell that ball just ate him up off his thumb. And hopefully he's all right.
He's got a taste of that Pakistan pace, as they say in Jamaica. What great experience. I mean, what variations, you know, the line, the length, the in-swingers, the out-swingers. He's got it all.
It's a treat to watch. Absolutely. We're very, very blessed to have him here. And just to see what a world-class bowler looks like. This is awesome. This one just taken over towards the covers. Looks like for the United 11, they want to just ride this out as much as possible. Here comes Sohail with his fourth delivery. And this one's going to be given a wide. Good keeping by Shale. Keeps it in front of him, but that'll be leading to a single. Sohail Tanvir not happy whatsoever. Just slams the ball on the pitch. That went down leg side. There was just Shale did a very good job of keeping that ball in front of him, not letting it pass. But nonetheless, 2 additional runs for the United 11. This could be a very crucial over here if you're the Incredibles. And a very nice York. Good play by Shushel. Drives it out towards the covers. Will take a single. What a delivery from Sohail Tanvir. Just generating pace and bounce, but Tristan completely up to the task. Give credit to these United 11 batsmen, not intimidated whatsoever. Willing to take Sohail Tanvir on. And doing a mighty fine job, Mir.
Yes, I think the mindset is right, just to get through these overs and to capitalize on the rest. So I think they're being very cautious, as they should, and just trying to get through his overtaking. They're happy with the singles here and there, and I'm sure they'll try to capitalize in the next over.
Here's his final delivery for over number 3, and another great delivery from Sohail, and that will be a dot ball. So that concludes the over. See a little depth between Shushel and Sohail Tanvir, a little showing some respect between the two. And at the end of 15, it's the United 11 at 127 for 3.
And just for the viewers watching, here is the points table with Crescent Barrington topping the charts in 1. In Group A, Midwest Cricket Club topping in Group B. And then United and Incredibles going at it for the qualifier. And then the Super Kings and the Bobber Brothers will be going at it next to find their place into the semifinals. There we have the current partnership between Tristan Coleman and Sachal Mangal. 67 off 34 balls. So 32 coming from Sachal and all of 31 runs with Sachal Tristan has had. Great partnership so far, and they hope to continue this. Now coming into the attack is the veteran spinner Rashid Afzal and Tristan Coleman to face.
There's a spin and nicely hit out towards mid-on, and a very good throw back from Ali. Leads to a single. So Rashid, a very, very good spin bowler. Maybe the Incredibles trying to take a chance here and see if they can break up this partnership again. But the key is going to be if there is an opportunity, they can't drop any more catches. And goes out towards long. Off. Is there a chance? It's just out of the reach of the fielder, and that's going to be a maximum for Shushel. So another 6. Continues on with his aerial attack of the Incredibles. It's been a great weekend of cricket for him so far. He's looking to get this team over into the next round. There you see he knows it immediately after he hits it. He doesn't even want to bother look. Comes out, boom, straight bat, high finish, and that ball is gone for a 6. This one, that was a bad delivery, and that is gone towards a fine, and that will just skip across for 4. That got, Mir, that was a bad delivery, and that got exactly what it deserved.
Very, very poor delivery at this level, and with the kind of experience Rashid brings, that was, I mean, you got to call a spade here. And he really got lucky that just got hit for 4 since it was way out of line. That should have been a 6 way back here somewhere.
Absolutely. And this one's pulled out towards deep mid-wicket. Good fielding from Imran Babar. Slides down, limits it to a single. There you go. There's some better fielding on display from the Incredibles. And a tighter line from Rashid. There's a flighted delivery. Gets hammered by Tristan down the ground. And that will lead to a single. There you see that 6 again. If you notice where that ball started, you saw it just moving in the air. Just you saw it kind of just changed trajectory. And that was because it was absolutely hammered. Good running between the wickets for the United 11, and as a misfield goes, they take one for the throw. Right now, for the Incredibles, it's all falling apart in the field, Mir. I mean, this is you gotta make something happen here, and now or else it's gonna be night-night.
I agree with you. I mean, this was United's plan to capitalize on these situations. I personally think that Sohail Tanveer should have been brought in a little bit earlier before these batsmen, settled in, because it took them a few overs, about 4 overs to, really get settled. And at this point, it just seems like it's a little bit too late. But you never know. I mean, it is cricket. You get a couple wickets in an over, the game changes. But definitely pure execution here on the Incredibles. They should have really kept the pressure on these two and not letting them become comfortable.
There you see the batsman trying to get hydrated. It's almost within reach. You've got 4 overs left. You need 31 So again, that if you keep a standard average of 10, usually in a T20 per over, you'll be able to chase this down at over number 19. So just at 7 runs an over, so just above a run per ball. In a T20, that's what we call a cakewalk, ladies and gentlemen. But again, it is a game of cricket, as Mir indicated to earlier. Anything can happen. Just one wicket, perhaps, just one wicket to change the momentum for the Incredibles and get the momentum back on their side.
Agreed. At this point, both these batsmen are well settled. They really, Incredibles really have to try to get them to make that one mistake.
And I want to talk, Mir, a little bit about the 9 Sports cricket ball that's being utilized here for the Liberty Cup 2022. It's from all the players out there that have played, they've absolutely raved about the quality of the ball. And Shushel goes big again over cow corner. Does it have enough? Yes, he does. That is a maximum. So another 6 runs as Sakita chases that down. And that goes back to the ball that I was speaking about, Mir. Just rises and rises in the air. So the quality of the batsman, yes, but that ball seems to be just absolutely delightful for the players to play with.
Yes, 9 Sports and the owner of 9 Sports, Mr. Ahmed Dar, has been a great partner of the BPL. We have the 9 Sports Night League. This is the 2nd year we're having it here at the BPL Stadium. It's been a huge success. The players have really enjoyed it. And about the ball itself, yes, it's a great ball. And we're looking forward to using the 9 Sports ball in our future tournaments due to Mr. Dar's sponsorship of the BPL. And I think Hassan Bhai has been a great component, but right now he's sitting there little in awe, if you will, as the team owner of the Incredibles. Can't believe what's happening here.
And that score keeps ticking away. Does Tristan take a single here? But thank you to 9 Sports and the quality sports equipment that they provide for our players here, from bats to gloves to the balls that are being used here, the official game ball for the Liberty Cup 2022. Out towards deep mid-wicket, just slashes it super fast, and that is gone for another 4. So Shusho looks like he doesn't want to wait around too long. Mir, these guys just want to try to finish this off, so maybe not even over 19. They want to end it quick.
I mean, the way they're going, the run rate's only 5.7 at this point. So I think they're just ready to put the stamp on it and move forward to the semifinals.
And if you're the Incredibles, you got to think about the lost opportunities, and I keep coming back to it because they had it. They had the game in their hands. Their strategy was great, just the lack of execution. There's a flighted delivery and another long 6. That is another massive boundary coming off the bat of Shushel, and that is back-to-back boundaries. And wow.
Already 18 runs off of 5 balls in this over. That's the icing of the cake.
Look at that. That's you can't teach that cross bat execution like that.
Yeah.
You can't teach that. That's just natural for Shushel, and that is absolutely a thing of beauty. So DJ really expensive in this over, and you've got to wonder what he does, what this will do to his psyche as well moving forward as he captains multiple sides of the Incredibles. Hopefully the young man uses this as a learning experience. Another flighted delivery goes out towards Yorker length. Very nice timely hitting from Shushel. Just dies out right before the boundary towards deep point as Imran Bopper scoots over there to grab it. And that will conclude over number 17. And there you see the United 11 at 163 for 3, and very well on their way to ensure they take this victory. So you see on the over by over chart, A little bit of a slow start, but then you see a consistent, I mean, over number 9, over number 10, they really made up some ground. And then you look at 13, 14, that's when you kind of felt the tide turning. So you see the warm chart at the completion of 17, well ahead of the Incredibles at this point in time, and still have plenty of wickets in hand.
Well, Sashal has 3 to go for his century here off of 44, 97 off 44. And Tristan really playing his role, staying on the crease, allowing him the opportunities to bat. Now Rashid Afzal back into the attack.
Oh, nice ball here from Rashid, but gets past Shale. So now, for Shushel, he's 3 away from his century. This will be his second one, most likely, in this tournament. Mir, does he go for a 6 and bring it up in style, a 4 in a classy way, or does he just take the singles and doubles and does not risk trying to get any style points here?
I think that mostly depends on Rashid, on what he allows him to do here. He did have a very expensive last over, but let's see what he does here.
Here we go. Hey, this one puts it off towards square, right between square and fine leg. They'll take 2 runs, and he's 1 away. 1 away. You see the dugout cheering him on. They're making him well known. But of course, he can also choose to just look on the left and see our digital scoreboard here at the BPL Stadium. It's got his 99 written next to his batsman number. So we'll see what he does. He just needs a single. Just avoid being LBW'd here. And there it is. Well played, Shushel. Absolute class innings. That will bring up his century. Take a bow, young man. You've had a hell of a tournament here so far. There it is. There you see that Ravindra Jadeja-esque swinging of the bat, or talvar as they say. Very nicely played by Shushel. And for good measure, he gives you a Shikhar Dhawan pat on the thigh.
Very good observation. You do watch your cricket, Shaz.
Yes, I do. And what a shot from Tristan. Smacks it back up the middle. And now, I don't know if you can hear it. I don't know if you can hear it, Mir, in the far distance. Maybe that fat lady is starting to sing. Here we go for Rashid. Tristan comes down the track, sends it towards mid-on. That will be a single. So just 1 away. Right now the game is tied. Or excuse me, there's 1 away from being tied. They're chasing 174. And Shushel has the opportunity to bring his team home. For the Incredibles, a good tournament. They fought very hard, but unfortunately for them, when it needed the most to be counted, they had some missed opportunities, and this most likely will end their tournament here at Liberty Cup 2022. Inside edge, and there you see, ladies and gentlemen, Shushel's luck right now. An inside edge that goes off Sheo, and he is safe. So at the end of 18, United 11, 172 for 3. Indeed, the fat lady is singing out in the distance. And what a way to conclude the run chase. The United 11 extending their winning streak and moving on to the semis, or quarterfinal, should I say. And what a way for them to bring it up. There it is, ladies and gentlemen, for the the United 11, led by Shashal, 100 off of 47, Tristan at 40, and Ravinder with a nice appearance with 13. So for Sohail Tanvir, his tournament ends here, and along with the Incredibles, a good valiant effort, but at the end, just too many errors out in the field that ended up costing them the match. So there you see on the points table, Midwest Cricket Club up ahead, followed by the Bobber Brothers, the United 11. And then you've got the Crescent Barrington in Group A, followed by the Incredibles, Super Kings, and the Cougars.
Well, so now the Incredibles have made it. I mean, the United 11 has made it into the semifinals. Now, between the Bobber Brothers and the Super Kings, the winner of the next match will go to the other semifinal. And let's see what happens. In the next match, we will be back shortly. The player of the match today is no other than Sashal Magon for his unbeaten century. He's had a double century and now a century, so definitely a key player for the Incredibles, for the United 11 Cricket Club. And we'll sign off the commentary box. The next match shall be beginning in about 15-20 minutes or so. So from Shaz Latif and myself, we'll see you guys soon. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you guys soon.
can see it now.
to the first match conclusion between the United 11 and the Incredibles. I've got the man of the match, Shashul Magan. Did I say that right?
Yes.
Shashul Magan. Shashul, congratulations. And the captain from United 11, none other than Ravinder himself. So, Shashul, you've made a really big name for yourself here in this tournament. In the first game, you went for 202, absolute blistering pace of sixes, 26 if I remember correctly, and you got out at 202, not out at 202, correctly if I'm right? You got
No DRS.
no DRS here, but nonetheless, you've been done an amazing job so far. So what is it about this tournament, and what are you seeing out there that's making you so successful here?
Okay, so I'll talk about the tournament first. It's a privilege to play here. A lot of lovely people over here, a lot of good organizers, a lot of umpires are really well, and equipments over here are very good, and the grounds are really nice, and you have maintained really well. So I think it's a really privilege to play here, and it's a lovely tournament which is happening. And regarding my century, I think I want to give this century to my team as well as my friends who have talked to me a lot, who supported me all around. My family who have told me how to like back myself in each shot and like play sensibly when you can. And that's what I was thinking every ball today. And like special thanks to Iknur who talked to me, like my friend. He told me to play sensible today, so I made sure every ball I remember that.
Awesome. Great work, Shashul. We appreciate you coming out here. You've been amazing. So give a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are out there on Live Cricket, Cricket Live, Facebook. Give this man, a young man, a round of applause. He's come all the way from Pittsburgh. So just for this tournament, and this is what it's all about with the Liberty Cup 2022. It's the talent from all over the United States, not just the Chicagoland area, and our international cricketers here to help continue to support, which he touched base on, about how important it is to have that backup from not only your team, but your family, and also your co-workers. So, congratulations, sir. So, Ravinder, I'll have you come up here real quick. So, Ravinder, who's a very well-known gentleman here in the Chicagoland area. You'll see him all over the place, especially involved with cricket. He's been here with the United 11 from the get-go. So, Ravinder, how does it feel to move on to the next round?
It's always feel to be great in the semi-final. Like pretty much hard to set everything. I'm very pleased to have him on our team, and you guys are very well organizations. I always support you guys, so I don't have like more words to say it. Right now it's all team effort. We stick like as a team, so I really appreciate all my team and you guys.
Much appreciated, Ravinder. Thank you so much. Thank you to your team. Congratulations and best of luck in your next round. There it is. There it is. So I'd like to get the Incredibles captain. Have him come on out here. How are you doing today?
Good, how are you?
Yeah, good. So a little tough loss for you here today. Want to touch base on anything that obviously didn't go right for you? Some missed opportunities. What are your thoughts on your match here today?
Yeah, I think we played well, but we should have contained them, especially within the last 8 or 10 overs. When the game was, they needed about 100 runs in 9 overs, which is a really good run rate, but a couple of drop opportunities, and we were bowler short, so I think that definitely was.
Understood. So I noticed that there was a lot of talk on chat, and we were getting messages of holding Sohail Tanvir back maybe a little bit too long. Any particular strategy in that?
Yeah, we wanted to. We thought the game might go towards last 3 overs, and if it did, we wanted to keep over for that opportunity, and maybe it wasn't the right call. So, I mean, you learn, live and learn, right?
You live and you learn. Hindsight's always 20/20, right?
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time. Best of luck. We'll hopefully see you in the next Liberty Cup. One more. We've got the renowned international cricketer Sohail Tanvir. So as long as he wraps up, we'll be here in a second. Assalamu alaikum, Sohail. So, of course, this man needs no introduction, none other than Sohail Tanvir of Pakistan cricket, and of course from the PSL as well. Sohail, I know we noticed a few dropped opportunities on when you were attacking. Just lead us through what was going through your mindset and what were your expectations coming into this tournament here?
Well, if I look into my team, I think it's a great achievement that we qualified to quarterfinal at least, and then I felt that we had them and we could have won this game. But again, if I repeat, if I look into my team, I mean, they're not professional cricketers. They are the guys who work throughout the week and then they play on weekend. So obviously I can't blame them. I can't expect much more from them. I try to lead it from front, but obviously cricket is not a one-man show, you know. You need support from others as well. But again, no complaints. We really enjoyed, and I really enjoyed playing alongside these guys. And hopefully, in future, we get together again. We'll try to win it.
Absolutely. So Sohail, I know Liberty Cup 2022, Hassan Dastagir, Studio 7, 9 Scores have done such a great job of having you and your comrades come all the way from Pakistan, such as Mohammad Irfan, Sohail Khan, and the list goes on and on.
Yeah.
And the whole point of this tournament was to ensure that international players are able to be dispersed throughout the Chicagoland area in this tournament, and for the young local talent that's being groomed here in the USA, it's being supported by BPL, by CASO, by 9 Sports, by Studio 7. It's really just make sure that these guys continue to have that foundation and confidence. What are your thoughts on the local cricket here?
Well, definitely. First of all, credit goes to Hassan Bhai and his whole team, whoever is involved with him. It's a great achievement, bringing all the players from Pakistan and different parts of the world. As you said, idea behind it is to come over here, play cricket in front of these guys so they can learn not only how to play and then how the international players carry themselves on and off the field. It's not only on the field. You need to learn that how you carry yourself off the field as well, how you train, how you look after yourself. It's not that you just come in. What I've seen throughout the tournament, I didn't see anybody getting warm up and stuff like that, you know. And that's why I saw many injuries happen, and they don't drink water. These little things are very important. It's not only about bowling and batting, you know. So these things you learn. I have learned from when I started playing cricket. I learned from my seniors. So I think it's a great idea that we guys came here now. Youngsters have seen us, what we do, so they're gonna. I hope they're gonna carry it on.
No, that's definitely the hope. And if we have cricketers like yourself who are so humble, so down to earth, there's no doubt that the local cricket scene here, not only just Chicago, but in the United States, is going to continue to grow. So Sohail Tanveer, thank you so much. We look forward to having you here in future tournaments. And can we book you now for Liberty Cup 2023?
Inshallah.
Thank you so much. All right, guys. That's Sohail Tanveer from Pakistan Cricket, and we'll be back with the next matchup here coming up shortly. So make sure you stay tuned. Liberty Cup 2022, the action doesn't stop.